KS Services is now offering preventative maintenance plans as low as $12 a month. Preventative maintenance is so important when it comes to your HVAC system. Let us come check your system out and perform our 22-point inspection. It's better to be safe than sorry. We have so many plans to choose from and special offers that go along with them. Call today for more information. 205-322-9090. Alabama license number 11120.
Here's your weather video for this Sunday morning, January the 27th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and snow is in the forecast. Just how much and where and all that, still some questions abound with a little uncertainty still in the forecast. But I think we can safely say that it will be an interesting day on Tuesday with some folks for certain getting snow, and a high probability that it will be an impactful event across north and central Alabama from a travel standpoint. But again, lots of details to be resolved. Let's look out there now at temperatures and radar regionally across southeast United States. Temperatures around freezing in the I-20 corridor this morning, a little colder to the north, a little warmer to the south. As you would expect, you can see rain across Florida. It will be a rainy day there today. Another upper level trough swing across, bringing a lot of rain to the Sunshine State today. Look at these cold temperatures. How about 47 below zero Fahrenheit at Trout Lake in Ontario, Canada? You can see it highlighted there in that area of 40 to 50 below zero temperatures that covers many of the provinces across east central Canada, extending down into Minnesota. It's cold across the northern tier states in the United States this morning, but not as cold as it's going to get. Another shot of cold air will be moving down. The jet stream very active, and it's going to carve out another deep trough across the United States first half of the week. And look at these temperatures for Thursday morning off of the GFS around Chicago. 24 below zero at O'Hare. The official forecast from the National Weather Service in Chicago is minus 19. The all-time record, as Dr. John pointed out on Weather Brains, is minus 27 in Chicago, set back in 1985. So this is a significant Arctic outbreak. Now, fortunately, we're only going to get the edge of it, sort of the glancing blow from it. But today, just partly cloudy skies, fairly mild, 55 by our recent standards. We'll stay above freezing tonight, and Monday looks like another nice day. Temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, sort of a balmy southwest wind gusting at times to near 20 miles an hour. But again, partly cloudy skies. But you can see the seeds of change being sown in the GFS output here. Monday at noon, surface low near Chicago. Rain ahead of an Arctic cold front, changing over quickly to snow. This system picks up some moisture as it moves southeast. Snow moves into western Tennessee during the late afternoon hours. We'll see it over northwest Alabama, first starting off as rain and then changing over to snow as the cold air filters in. This is midnight Monday night, showing snow already beginning over northwestern Alabama. Places like Hamilton, Marion County, Franklin County, beginning to see the snow up into Colbert and Lauderdale County. And that's going to progress through the overnight hours, early morning hours on Tuesday, until we see a situation somewhat like this. GFS showing Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. showing widespread snow across the northern half of Alabama. Not especially heavy. This is not our typical Gulf low system in the winter. This is an Alberta clipper coming out of Canada, an Arctic front changing over precipitation to snow. I've seen that happen before and give us some pretty nice 1 to 2 inch snows, and that's about what we think is going to happen. And we'll get into that in just a minute. Now, one big question is going to be temperatures. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., temperatures off the GFS showing readings quickly falling to below freezing north of the front. But as you remember, it's now at this point off the GFS snowing quite a bit across north and central Alabama. But surface temperatures are still in the middle to upper 30s southeast of I-20. So, that's going to be the interesting thing to see what kind of road problems happen. But as those temperatures fall quickly through the morning hours on Tuesday, I think we're going to see road surfaces becoming quickly icy and impassable, and lots of problems will be experienced. Now, these are, this is later Tuesday. This is at noon. You can see the precipitation is moving out pretty quickly. It's not going to last very long. Probably a 6 to 9 hour event. Now, off the GFS, these are snowfall amounts. You can see northwestern Alabama, the favorite area off the deterministic. This is one model run here. This is not the ensemble. This is just the deterministic model showing with the initial condition set that the model's given what it expects will happen. And you can see 1 to 3 inches across much of north Alabama down into north central Alabama, staying just north of I-20. Not a big fan of that if you're a snow fan in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, or Anniston, although you'll get some. You won't get a ton. But look at the European. The run overnight is displaced a little further to the south and has less snow in it. So that's about 1/2 to 1 inch of snow across parts of the I-20 corridor. Dusting in some other spots, so most folks not even going to be fans of that at all if they're snow fans. But coming off the 12-kilometer NAM, again, somewhere around 1 to 3 inches of snow. So you get the idea from all this deterministic model output that there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of different possibilities on the board. Now, this is the Esref from the Storm Prediction Center showing snow values at Birmingham, and this is a good depiction of what we're up against. That thicker black line down the middle is the mean. You can see most of the snowfall amounts are clumped around the 1 to 2 inch range. One member has over 4 inches of snow up there at the top. Some have less, some have more, but that mean gives you the idea that about 1 to 2 inches of snow is possible at Birmingham, which is just one spot. This is not going to be a one spot tells all what's going on. I think Spann's forecast from yesterday is still right on. Most of the northern half of the area, generally in the I-20 corridor, from places down around Demopolis up to southern Shelby County, Ashland over in Clay County. These places are going to see, north of that, you're going to see 1/2 to 1.5 inches of snow. Now, there are going to be places north central, North Alabama, Huntsville, Coleman, up around Double Springs, you're probably going to see 1/2 to 2 inches. But it's not going to be evenly distributed. It's going to be one of those events we'll have to watch really closely on the morning of to see what really develops. The boom forecast, meaning the upper end of what we could expect, is 4 inches. The bust is that you'll only see a trace of snow. So again, a good bit of uncertainty. Lots we'll have to watch for. Cold follows the system, not the kind of cold that we're going to see at Chicago. These are temperatures on Wednesday morning off the GFS, showing lower 20s across much of northern Alabama, middle 20s across central Alabama, the Birmingham, Tuscaloosa heat islands showing up there. But I think it's suffice to say we're going to all be in the lower and middle 20s on Wednesday morning. If we have a snow cover, it could even be a little colder than that. But I would expect to prepare for significant freeze Wednesday and Thursday morning with temperatures in the lower 20s. This is, again, Thursday morning. More cold air settling in. Probably if you might expect that any sort of snowfall that's there would be waning by that point. But you got a lot of teens across North Alabama, lower 20s across the I-20 corridor. Looks like Thursday morning will be the coldest time. Now, we will be watching one other lobe of precipitation moving through Wednesday. It should stay to the north of us. It should be all snow over northern Tennessee, where they might get another inch of snow places like Nashville. But here in Alabama, we think that will stay to our north. This is Friday. You can see things beginning to change by Friday morning. Another system heading our way, but it's going to be weakening as it comes this way. Rain moving into Arkansas, western Tennessee, but it should be warm enough for all that to be liquid rain. We go through the weekend without much precipitation. We might even get no precipitation across central Alabama as we go through the weekend. But the next rainmaker becomes a system that arrives here on Tuesday, the 5th, showing a nice substantial rain. We'll be in the 60s, as you'll see in a moment, by Monday across much of central Alabama. And that's going to set the stage for a nice rain event. The GFS calling for 2.2 inches of rain from that system, which isn't surprising as our rainfall surpluses continue to pile up. Now, out in Voodoo territory, let's go to Monday the 11th and let's look at an extended protracted rain event, possibly especially for northern Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. We'll be watching that closely. And here's temperatures off the GFS. Again, 54 today, 58 tomorrow. We'll have a hard time getting above freezing on Tuesday. Maybe middle 30s for a lot of spots. Wednesday, not much better despite a good supply of sunshine, 39. Coldest morning comes Thursday morning. Then we stay in the 40s Thursday and Friday, but then a gradual warm-up begins for Saturday and Sunday. And look at that, 67 for next Monday. That's setting the stage for a nice rain event. Probably some thunderstorms involved with that. That's your weather video for this Sunday morning. James will be back with one tomorrow. Of course, we're going to have frequent updates starting today on the blog to keep you updated on the possibility of this snow. It will be very interesting to watch. But until we get together again, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.